Well, this young man is a really accomplished submission specialist, and sometimes fighters get offended when you call them a specialist, but most people know what he's trying to do in there, and to this point, no one's really been able to stop him.
John, he will try to pull guard. He pulls guard anymore in the UFC at this point, but he understands that for him to be successful, the fight has to be in the grappling, in the jiu-jitsu. If he's able to extend these jiu-jitsu exchanges, he is the guy that is generally going to win. He understands position. He understands going from point A to point B. He always is the one controlling the underhook. Always has the frame. Just a knowledge of jiu-jitsu that not many people can match.
And you can be sure as he makes this walk tonight, he's thinking about just how quickly he can get this fight to the ground and utilize those aforementioned high-level submission skills. Well, when you're fighting this guy, DC, you know as well as anyone, it makes for a suffocating night at the office. Here he is, Khabib Nurmagomedov, putting his status as one of the best fighters on the planet on the line yet again tonight.
He does it every time he steps foot in the octagon. And when they say it's suffocating, they talk about the strength of Khabib. Even our teammates say it does not feel like you're going with a lightweight. You feel like you're fighting a light heavyweight. And what do you expect from a guy that spent his childhood wrestling with bears? He is so strong, he's so physical, and the hard work and the intensity of which he trains with only shows when he steps foot in the octagon. One of the most skilled guys the UFC has ever seen. We always talk about the wrestling and the grappling and the sambo, but don't sleep on Khabib Nurmagomedov striking.
And we saw shades of that in the McGregor fight. Javier Mendez says at times he likes to go southpaw in training. He can't hold you down.
He can't hold me down, but it's okay. Sure. It's okay. You can't win them all, Khabib.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. When the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Yves Lavigne. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Madison Square Garden Arena in New York City, it's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a jiu-jitsu fighter, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 200 pounds. Fighting out of New York, Bad Intentions. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a grappler, holding a professional record of 29 wins, no losses. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of the Republic of Dagestan, Russia, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov.
Okay, guys, protect yourself at all time, obey my command at all time. If you want to touch love, do it now, go back to your corner. You ready? You ready?
All right, so here we go with round one. It is not a question of if, it's a question of when this fight hits the ground. We've got a grappler, a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. Most people think we're going to get a grappler's delight tonight.
Yes, we are going to get a grappler's delight, but for the Jiu-Jitsu player, for the Jiu-Jitsu fighter, he cannot allow for himself.
Oh, and he hip tosses him to the mat. Now we'll see what he can do from here, DC.
Right into side control. He's going to try to control him, then find a submission.
All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. Continues to apply pressure here in half guard. Oh, nice job here staying busy off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom. All right, so he postures up here and now figures to rain down some ground strikes.
Yeah, the ground and pound will be aplenty from this position.
Oh, nice work from the bottom. Tags him with the punch. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire.
jumps on a headlock. We call this in wrestling just a headlock. And if you're not careful, you can get stuck in an arm triangle. Watch triangle, watch triangle. He needs to push the arm to the side. Get his head against the...
And he's out. Well, hard to win fights in mixed martial arts from the bottom, but nice work here in that position by Nurmagomedov. Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. Good fight here, under 2 to go. Fighter trying to pass here, but gets denied.
Gets denied. Great job, great recognition of seeing what your opponent was trying to do.
Lands a strike now from the bottom. Nice work there by Nurmagomedov. And they both stand up. So 35 total strikes have now landed for Khabib Nurmagomedov. Oh, single collar tie here.
That's a big strike right there. He's gonna try to take him down. There you go.
Oh, how about the slam there? That one cannot feel good. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Well, you know he's comfortable fighting off his back. Well, not ideal to spend this much time on the bottom, but you can't fault him for his activity. Landing strikes here from the bottom. Nice work by Nurmagomedov.
Watch yourself. Now you gotta get back up. Scramble and get back up. Scramble.
Oh, the ground and pound is there. Keeping busy here off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom.
You're being controlled on the ground here. If he gets the takedown, I need you to put your feet on his hips immediately and push off. Don't rest until you're back up on him.
All right, a lot of highlights from which to choose over those previous 5 minutes, DC. Let's take a look at the replay.
Yeah, and for all the good that he did in that round, it was the punching that really led to him really taking control of the fight. He did a great job finding his shot over and over again.
You ready? You ready?
All right, let's get to round 2. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. Throws the right hand there. All right, he'll engage in a single collar tie.
Great timing on that beautiful takedown.
Close guard. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Well, you got to stay busy on the bottom. He's doing it here. Nice punch. Oh, man, this ground and pound is good. Probably my favorite striking realm in MMA, and he's as good as it gets.
The problem is his opponent is not controlling his posture. He's allowing his opponent to get up, and when he does, he creates this space to land these beautiful ground and pound combinations.
Oh, really nice work to keep busy off of his back as he lands some more offense here from bottom. How about the speed on that reversal there? I mean, I know you can get out of some bad spots, but not with that type of speed.
You cannot allow him to get leverage on the bottom. What a sweep.
All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Not an issue for him.
He's making every single one of them count. He is not pity-patting. He's not touching. Every punch that lands, he wants you to feel it.
Volume strikes continue to rain down. His opponent pretty helpless there on the ground.
His opponent is helpless. He's been hurt, he's been battered, he's been beaten. And now this guy's just trying to find the right time to land the strike that ends the fight. Thought he's gonna attack a triangle choke here. Watch triangle, watch triangle. There he is, he's moving to the finishing position. Now watch, he goes parallel.
And he's out. That is how you scramble, folks. Nice connection with a punch there. It's hard to recall a time in the past that his boxing looked this sharp.
He's never looked this good.
Now he gets a more dominant position with the underhook.
He is going to start to drive knees over and over. You got to be careful here. You got to move.
Man, it's almost like he's got a rangefinder out there. Just too easy as he connects with another good series of punches.
If you're boxing this guy and only boxing him, you will be in trouble.
All right, so we now look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. A lot of good highlights on both sides.
I mean, a lot of good highlights from both competitors. They both should be very proud of what they accomplished. But I'm telling you, man, I'm not sure they can keep this up. If they land at this cliff for another 5 minutes, somebody's going to sleep.
All right, DC, here we go with our next round, and we'll see if he can pick up where he left off. High volume of strikes landed in the previous round.
High volume of strikes landed. He was able to be accurate, but also very, very active in his approach to the start of this fight.
Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense?
Look at those weapons. Look at how
late defense on the takedown and scrambles to his feet. Nicely done. Urgent here, that's gonna hurt. Gotta get out of there.
Oh, wow,
He might get a finish here. Not tapping out tonight.
Oh, this is where you don't want to be, though.
Bottom fighter trying to control posture, unable to do so.
And now he's in a lot of danger. He's got to grab that head or he's going to get blasted.
Pretty good ground and pound by him here. He told us on Thursday he needed to be more effective in these situations. Certainly effective tonight.
Many people have gone away from this style of fighting. This man has embraced it, and you are seeing why he's one of the best that we've seen do it in a long time.
All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Nurmagomedov's looking to pass out of the half guard and attain side control here, but unable to do so. All right, closed guard now. You got to be careful, though. He's got a lot of submissions off his back. Less than 2 minutes to go in round 3. Looking for a guillotine.
Watch guillotine.
Oh, we're getting a finish here. Oh, look at this. Jumps over into side mount to try to counter the guillotine. Maybe going with that Von Flue choke, or I guess we should probably call it the OSP at this point. Brilliant submission defense there. All right, full guard now, DC.
The fighter on top needs to be trying to gain posture to throw ground and pound and then move to the next position. But if you're on the bottom, you've got to build a shield and try to push your opponent off to try to get back to your feet.
Final seconds of round 3. There's the elbow. That's 3 rounds in the can. We're headed to the championship rounds. He might get a finish here. All right, so perhaps a little frustration creeping in as our next round gets underway. Very close to submitting his opponent in the previous round, but was unable to do so.
Wasn't able to do it, but he was so very close. He needs to try to put himself back in that position, and maybe this time he gets the finish he wants so bad. Oh, nice double leg, yes.
Oh, tags him with the left, so the right hand has been there. Now he goes left hand.
When you're able to fight from both sides, you become really dangerous.
And he landed the right hand there. Well, you got to be working off of your back. He's certainly doing so here. Nice punch. Lands flush with that right hand. Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Nurmagomedov. All right, well, he's landed some good shots tonight, but there's no three-piece, there's no soda. More often than not, it's one and done.
He's not even getting a combination. Great action to get to that takedown.
Oh, what a beautiful, seamless transition to side mount as he counters the guillotine. Might be able to sink in a Von Flue choke here. And there it is! So a wild round and a wild sequence there on the ground, DC. Talk us through the highlight.
He's such a phenomenal grappler. I don't understand how people don't know that this guy wants to submit you. He is the best grappler, best submission specialist we've seen in a long time.
So there he is, your winner by submission, and that's exactly how you put the rest of this division on notice. Looks like this guy could be a factor moving forward in this division.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Levine has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 29 seconds of round number 4. For the winner by submission, Khabib Nurmagomedov.
Well, what an incredible result here tonight as you see the winner there celebrating his victory by way of submission, and they put so